we would push, which is a different story, I suppose. But if you're just gonna play the standard building your Uber while while we defend second, then yeah, just have your scout on the point. You don't mind sticking it up over there or there. One scout on the floor, just watching, just in case anything rushes underneath. Soldier doing whatever he does as a roamer, and then you with a pocket here. Or you can ask a scout to come build, whichever. But you stand here, because what you get sometimes is you get some Russian team, for example, as the Russians are quite aggro in this game. Russian team, and I'll just push regardless if they have Uber or not. And then if you're caught out of position, which is probably about here, this is the worst place you should be, like you could be in, because one soldier jumping in, you're gonna have to rely.
And I'm down.
Well, not yeah. I mean, if you surf it, then great, but you have to rely on another factor, which is your surfing. So why add the risk? It's like it's just not worth it. So if you stand here, any soldier that jumps in, all you have to do is get out underneath, get the health pack as well if you need it. You got a big health pack, so yeah, it
shouldn't be a problem.
Shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, yeah, and then once you build Uber, slowly push, check for stickies in lobby, and then yeah, just push this area out. And the easiest place to get in is the right hand side, because it's so far away for the Demoman to put stickies or anything. Usually he doesn't put anything there. So I mean, just check obviously, but not you, but your team should check and tell you. But if there's nothing there, you don't have to use the Uber. You just push in slowly, 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 and yeah. Obviously, I'm not saying push the right hand side all the time. Depends what advantage you have. If you have an advantage and you know the Demoman's down, then just push quick and fast, bottom left. That's the best way. It's the quickest way to first, isn't it? Bottom left. No stickies because the Demoman's down. You have Uber advantage. Just push, get in their faces, and kill. Similarly, if you're nearer to the middle, then do that as well.
Okay.
So yeah, here, because obviously stickies can still but here, but. This is quick as well.
So you don't often push from middle?
No, we do normally.
Lobby. This is lobby, right?
Yeah, this is lobby. Yeah, this is lobby. Yeah. No, often I do if they have because normally I don't get the opportunity to push with then have no demo alive, so it's a bit of a risk going bottom left. I only go bottom left only if I ask my team to double check for stickies. Then I know that I won't lose the Uber because yeah, stickies. Whereas in lobby the chances of him sticking everywhere is quite low because yeah, there's too much for him to. He's going to be exposed basically. If he comes in here, he can get rushed from lower and from top and so on. So he's not going to try and sticky it up so much. He will sticky up here though, but it's an obvious sticky trap. So
yeah. Okay, well, process doesn't seem that complicated. Just takes some practice and some team confidence to be built, and just get out, get some tactics in, train a lot, and I think everything should be okay.
If you just get in, the main thing for you is position. So yeah. You need to know where you need to know where to be when defending on every point, and you need to know where to be when you're attacking on every point. So. On second, balcony. On last, it depends what your team is, but obviously a lot of people like to stay up top, which I think is a death trap, because if something comes behind and you're up here, then you're screwed. So normally I say the opposite way the enemy team are pushing. So if I say the team are pushing right, the heavies, you've got a heavy, and you're healing them, and you're at spawn here, and or around here basically. If you watch one of my recent games against Deserto, yeah,
he did.
Yeah, where I was at Deserto or Cosmican, I'm not sure who, but where I stood so far back. It was Cosmican on process, and they had crits, and I figured I had a probability percentage in my head. What are the chances of them going crits, because we died at the same time and it was quite high. So yeah, they went crits. And I was building Uber, and I said stand here because the most obvious place for them to push crits from is from the middle right or from the bottom right, because they didn't have much of an advantage and they needed to use it quick, and the quickest way of getting in is bottom left or bottom or middle right. So this is why I was standing here again, position, because what it meant was I could just do this and hide.
And you're covered from sticky.
Yeah, So you see, it's just something simple as that. It could cost you the whole round if you get it wrong. So it's really important about position as a medic, knowing the factors of what it is that you need to, where you need to be. So I knew that the crits, quickest way is here. They come through here. They crit sticky over there, and I'm safe.
Alright. It just takes a little bit of practice and time to get all this in your head.
Yeah, of course. And the scoreboard is your friend as a medic, so you should be using that quite a lot to calculate everything. Tells you who's dead, who's alive, what type, who's the best player, who to watch out for, and so on and so forth. And when they've spawned, when to drop out, when to stay in, everything. It tells you everything. It's all the maths there.
Oh, oh God. This is more complicated than I thought it is.
Yeah, it is, but on a basic level, just do the basic stuff. So you know, when the medic spawns, how much of an uber advantage do you have, and probably see how many players are up or who's up. That's what I would. That's where I would start on the scoreboard. There's too much for you to learn in one go, so just do the percentages of uber. Like that's the obvious one as a medic anyone should do. So you know, when someone asks how much of an uber advantage we have, you can say, you know, this, because yeah,
Okay.
you would have had to have looked at the scoreboard surely to say when he's spawned. So you're on say 45 and he's just spawned, so you know you're on 50% uber advantage. So that's one thing you can do with the scoreboard. Another thing would be when what's down. So okay, just do it as a practice for yourself and get used to it. So you're on middle, you just want middle. You know it's safe. Press tab. Take a look at your scoreboard. Eventually, it'll take you a second or less. Once you practice, it'll take you a second or less to learn the scoreboard, like to read it. You don't need any more than a second. It's literally like, oh yeah, okay, that's it. I know what classes are up now, and then that's it. So you've won a middle and you know it's safe. Then like when I say safe, as in you're capping the point, or say you've got your team with you, so they can
Yeah,
get you.
as in you have some time.
Just
So
look at the
they
scoreboard
sit
quickly
back.
and look what's up. And if you know it's a Demoman and a scout, you know how to plan your next move.
Oh yeah.
So you know, if you know it's a Demoman and a scout, then you should push choke, get a soldier to go aggro on him, then walk in with your Demoman and choke, Demo and you a choke, and yeah, job's done. But you wouldn't have known that, or you would have maybe done it blindly, but you wouldn't have known why if you didn't look at the scoreboard. So, because you know what's up then.
Yeah. All right. We can probably. Do you have anything more to say about process?
I've got loads, so you'll have to ask. I can go on for years. So.
Yeah, I think so far I just need to learn what you have told, like the pushes, the positioning.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
a lot. It's
that's
a lot. I know.
enough for a first look at process.
Sure.
Maybe Snailwater or
It's up to you. What map you want?
Viaduct.
Viaduct. Woo! I like that map. A lot of people don't, but I do.
The map is like really small and you can get killed so easily.
Yeah, true. But again, it's I'll show, what is it? Pro Viaduct RC5? No.
Yeah.
It's RC4?
5 because 4 is.
Are you sure it doesn't exist? It says
5. Oh, it was 3 because we inserted like we had Viaduct 3 and had like loads of
now it's
graphical
4, yeah.
glitches. Oh, 4. I thought it's 5. God damn it! It's too difficult to remember so much maps.
Too many, especially when they put Pro before the actual map name.
Oh,
Should be
God damn
Viaduct. It should be Cost Viaduct Pro, not the other way around.
Yeah.
But either way.
Not pro enough for that.
Okay, so
So like a few types of pushes you can do from the start.
it's not really a pushy rollout map. It's more of a who's got the best DM holding a position type of map. So you spawn.
Then maybe
Sorry, go on.
player positioning. Yeah, player positioning.
Player positioning is really important on this. I always push middle, so the downman can get. It's the quickest way for downman to get on middle is by going middle and then going that way. Then I push either here or right, probably the left, and then move over to the right. Now, it depends on the team you're playing. If you know they have a great sniper, and the chances are that they're going to run a sniper, which means you need to stay behind this rock. But what it also means, unfortunately, is that you are exposing yourself. There's no way around that, unfortunately. Because if you leave your team, they'll die because they need heals while they're DMing. So you just have to commit. You may die. If you do, then tough. Just deal with it. Just heal people as much as possible. But you need to you need to know all the sight lines for a sniper. So obviously, there's one sight line there. Another sight line is
behind the rocks.
So all you have is this area here at the moment, which is pretty shit for a medic. Because any soldier that jumps you will get you. However, the structure of what it should be for your team should be something like your Demoman's here or here, sticking it out, trying to dodge the sniper if they have one, or if not, then just sticking it out, sticking them badly so they hurt, so they have to drop back. It's all about bullying them off the point. And then your scouts, one of them could be here, getting ready to pounce on the soldier that jumps aggro on you or your Demoman, and the other scout is on the floor with helping the Demoman as well. You have a flanking soldier on the left, and so on, and just a pocket soldier could be up here. Up here.
Okay.
Again, depending if they have a sniper or not. So yeah, and what it means is that if the soldier comes in, aggro soldier comes in, then they can just shoot him down before he kills you. The surfing on this you'd have to be quite good at as well sometimes. So you have to, like, you know, the property of surfing, you'd have to be is higher than it is on other maps in that instance. Like, to stay alive, if you want to stay alive, you have to be able to surf, because if the soldier comes in, he'll most likely get a rocket on you, which won't kill you, but it means that you'll have to try and get away from it. And to do that, you should just surf away from it. So you just surf away over this way. Normally, that's what I do. And if you get a pick or two, then you start moving over the point. Your team should be moving over the point. And then, you only move over the point, obviously, assuming that they don't have a sniper again. It all changes. If they have a sniper, then you need to stay behind that rock until someone says it's clear, because you can lose your advantage so much if you do.
Okay.
So it's really important that you just stay here until they say, yep, sniper down, or I'm on the sniper. As soon as someone says that, that's it. You can walk in, because he'll be
sniper will be focused on them,
on them, or just dying or being juggled or whatever. Yeah. And then you have move advantage. Let's say so you got players up. I mean, you get a quick spawn on this. It's always 7 seconds, isn't it, or 8 seconds, I think, or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got your advantage. So what the other team are thinking, because they've seen the pros do it, they'll think, ooh, we should go and force the medic. Leave the medic at spawn building with a scout, and we'll send 2 soldiers, a Demoman and a scout, to force the medic. So where do you stand now? So you get everyone buffed, everyone's in position, you get a soldier on this rock, because what it means is he can destroy anything coming into view. Soldiers comes in, your Demoman's got a sticky trap somewhere forward, but is still holding back around here. Your scout as well is probably on here. And you need to stand here. And what you do, the only problem is, if you standing here, is the sniper can see you from here. So it's up to you.
Yeah, but
sorry, go on.
Yeah, but if you like have a little bit of like sorry, if you know the area, you can probably occasionally check the sniper. So
yeah, of course, the roaming soldier should be doing his job. The thing is, if the team are going to try and force you, but they won't run a sniper normally. Like, you do get some idiots in lobbies who try to do that. You know, when there's a soldier down man trying to force it, and then you've got a sniper at a distance trying to pop the medic. But normally you won't have a sniper. So what you should do is you stand here, Now what that means is it teases the soldier to think, oh, there's the medic, but then what you do is just go in here. And then, yeah, you're safe. Because what happens is they have to come inside, and to do that, they have to walk, and to do that means they have to deal with the damage that your soldier and your scout and your Demoman chases. And it means that you don't use the Uber. For every time you don't use the Uber, it buys you roughly around 50 seconds. So that gives you an idea.
Dang, that's a lot of.
Yeah, it's a lot of time. So
And
especially
especially on COD maps.
yeah, well, if you think about it, right, they're busy building an Uber while they're trying to force it. If they don't force it, then they've spent that minute trying to force you, and now they've lost it. They're going to have to wait till everyone spawns again. So it's technically like a minute and 20, almost, that you get by not using your Uber and not dying. So I'm not saying hold on to it to your dear life, but I'm saying if you have to use it. But if you can get away with it, say you're on 80 HP, then yeah, try and get used to. What you should do is go on not MG, just go on a local server with your clanmates and do mid-range practicing of Ubering. If that makes sense. So you have Uber, you're on 80 HP, and the next direct rocket will kill you, or on the floor probably will kill you. And see how long it will take you. You're watching it like it's hard to like describe. Did you watch the Deserto game? When I was on Metalworks. Right, there was a time where I didn't want to use it. I was on 20, 30 HP. I don't know if you saw that. And I was watching the Demoman every single sticky he chucked. And the next sticky he chucked, he literally chucked it on me, and it landed almost into my face before I Ubered. And then, because obviously it would have killed me, that sticky. And I Ubered just at the very end. So, like, the reaction of just knowing when to pop it sometimes could buy you so much time, on this map it will buy you a lot of time. So my point is that if you're on 80 HP, for example, which happens a lot, because let's just say the soldier gets a rocket on you, but you get inside, and then let's just say he gets another rocket in, and you see it coming towards you, and you'll have to Uber, but try not to Uber, if that makes any sense. Again, this is something for the future.
Go upstairs.
Yeah, it's something for the future, I think, to look out for. I wouldn't try it just yet, because I think you've got probably 101 things to think about now.
It's division. It's Division 6. I don't need that.
Is it Division 6 or 5
right.
or?
I'm on
you were
6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you go in here, you hide, you don't use it unless you really have to, and then what they'll do is they'll wait for everyone to spawn, and yeah, then they'll push with Uber. You have Uber. Don't let them bully you. You hold a little bit far forward this time. You know, like out here, so you can heal everyone.
Yeah, but I've seen many teams like just going probably in their faces, and Demoman's sticking the main scout is watching here.
Yeah, if you want to hold forward, that's the best way. Personally, my team doesn't like to do that because they're not confident enough.
Okay.
But if you've got the players, then yeah, hold forward. You stand here, say, with whoever. Someone's watching main, and somebody watches over there. And yeah, that's it. It's pretty simple. Normally you should just put a soldier here because yeah, raining rockets.
Height advantage.
Yeah, height advantage and raining rockets means they're gonna have to use it early if they go that way. If they go middle, you got a scout and a soldier maybe to help you, and you got a down man here. Stickies here, it's just lethal. You can put them anywhere. So yeah.
Okay, so maybe like positioning of in the middle. Let's say okay, so you went in, you got enemy team and they're building Uber and waiting for players to respond. Where should you like mainly position your players?
What, when holding forward or just holding middle?
Holding middle.
So yeah, you should be around here.
And like player position, scouts, Demomans.
Yeah, your Demoman should be on the floor near you. He should always be in heal range. Your soldier or your scout should be standing here because it's protection from the sniper, but also dealing with any aggro players. Your scout should be on the floor. Probably the scout on the floor and the soldier up here because it's harder for a soldier to do damage when he's on the floor as opposed to when he's got high advantage. And yeah, you got your roamer, your flanker should be in positions where he should be able to force it or get a pick. So for example, this is a great place. 1, 2, medic forced. He dies, your soldier dies, but the Uber's forced. So what that means is if they push to middle, you have a full Uber advantage. You can Uber everyone, and you can destroy everyone, assuming they focus fire. So yeah. Again, all about position. I think there's one here as well, isn't there? In fact, there's one on every side. Like, I can't. Sucks. I don't know how to do it, but yeah. There you go.
Nice. Where are you?
I'm on the right side.
Doc, come on, man.
Oh wow.
See? So he has to try and be a CS player, basically. He has to be a camper. Yeah, a camper.
Camp.
Another great position is inside the house, actually, believe it or not. I don't think anybody can see him from here. Like, it would be too late for them to react, and then yeah, a soldier comes in and bombs in behind them, and yeah. So yeah, your Roma has to be very clever.
Yeah, I think he's clever enough. I have quite a clever Roma. We'll need to work on that anyway. We just build team, build skill, just get a lot of practice.
Yeah.
Anything more of basics, not primitive tactics?
I think of basics. I suppose the last basic thing I would tell you is sniper sightlines. Do you know them all? So the best way to let's just say you're a disadvantage. They're capping, and you now have Uber, so you're pushing out. So the best way to push is tell your players to check for stickies.
Okay, so check if anyone's here.
Yeah, check for stickies, and then move up here. Okay, so you clear this area out, and then you drop down. Sniper can't see you from here, and then you just shag this wall, and then when your Demoman's in position to make to try and force the Uber, use the Uber and go over the point. Safest way to go. There is another sightline that can't be seen as well, I believe. It's from here. However, this is very small, and stickies can be placed here. So the chances of you getting hit by stickies or grenades and spam is quite high, and losing your Uber or forcing your Uber early is quite high. So the best way to go is here, because this is really open.
Just hug the wall.
Yeah. And yeah, that's how I would do it.
Okay. Maybe Badlands now. It's probably one of the very, very played maps.
Yes, it is indeed.
How long have you been playing Medic?
Medic, since 2011, I think, or 10. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I think 11.
That's some time.
Yeah. But all my knowledge hasn't come from Medic. It's come from Demo, because my main's Demo. Believe it or not, everyone obviously who comes in now thinks I'm Medic, because they never see me play Demo.
I've read your descriptions on Twitch, if that counts. If that counts.
Yeah. So, yeah, Demoman is the ultimate class, like, hands down. He's the guy who can change everything in the game. He can change around on its head. You know, you lost 4 players, a sticky trap, a clever sticky trap, can take down 2 or 3 players, that's it. Advantage over, you know. A soldier can't do that. A soldier can jump in and force it or kill the medic, that's it. A scout can't do that, he can do the same as a soldier, but a Demoman can do a lot more. So, that's why I played it, because it's such a beautiful class. But anyway, this is the second best class for me, Medic.
And one of the and your most loved class after Demoman is Sniper.
No. See, you did read my profile.
Of course I did.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's lots of positions on this I can go through, but you'll have to probably ask me, because there's just too many.
Okay, so maybe let's just go from start.
Okay, yeah, so well, it's fairly straightforward in terms of what you heal on the rollout.
Yeah, you just get a Demoman to
Demoman
overheal.
until he's out of range. Then you switch to the pocket to the to the roaming soldier.
Roma?
Roaming soldier for crit heals. Then you switch to your 2 scouts, probably around here when they're dropping down. Roaming soldier heals through here. Is always on 300, which is great. And depending on where you're pushing, you give your soldier still 300 until he's out of range. Then your other soldier, if you're going through house, crit heals all the way through. By the time he reaches, he's on 300. And then you enter here. Now,
okay, so positioning for medic when you go through house.
Initially, obviously, don't die from the spam. So normally, what most medics do, and myself included, is I would wait for the spam to get out because there's stickies here or grenades coming, and then I would walk out. Don't ever stay inside the house because what it means is everyone's trying to push forward, and then you're so far behind and you say scout on me. If you were here, then the scout would be on you here, which means your soldiers and scouts and Demoman can help you here, as opposed to having to drop back all the way to help you in here. So yeah, once the initial spam is over and so on and so forth, you walk out. Now, your worst place as a medic to be really, the Demoman should, if the Demoman is here, then your Demoman needs to start moving up, so you don't have to stay here, because this is the worst place really for a medic to be, because what it means is a scout can literally just do this and rush you, or a soldier can do this and jump over and kill you. So you need to be in a place where you can surf away nicely. You need to have some surf skills on this middle. The chances of a medic also dying on middle is quite high, so don't be worried if you keep dying. If you win the middle, it's enough. It used to happen all the time when I was in the old TCM. I would die for the team, and we'd win the middle and second. So I'm not really bothered. But this is why you don't get many medics with 100 points plus on Badlands, because the middle, you die too much on middle.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you're on here, you say your Demoman's here because he's weak for whatever reason. You heal him. He's on about 150. You start moving up here, and then you see something jumping you, and then you just surf it away. Try and land on something. If not, if your team are pushing forward and commit, you have to commit. There's nothing you can do. There's no fail-safe of getting out. It's that simple. You just got to accept it and go forward. But if you can surf. If you can surf the first rocket, then your chances of survival are very high then. So it's seeing that soldier that comes for you, and seeing how you can surf it. If you surf it very well, then yeah, you'll survive.
I think I'm gonna need to spend quite a bit of time on surf maps.
No, I wouldn't say it's surf maps. No, because you don't have to play surf maps to do that. You just need someone on a server like this, which has soap DM, where you just spawn in random places on middle. Go medic, get your teammate to go soldier, tell him to jump you while you're on middle, and practice. It's that simple.
Okay.
So just do that, but never turn your back away from the rocket. You should always see where the rocket's coming from. Because if you turn your back away, you don't know when it's coming and where it's going. You should always look where the rocket is and then surf it away.
So rather than running away, you should take a step back and then surf away.
Yeah. Go soldier, I'll show you quickly. Although you are lagging, but go soldier.
Oh, okay. I'm a terrible soldier, just
aim
maybe.
for the floor. Ah! I'll come back to you out. There you go.
That's quite a distance.
Yeah. How hard is it now for him to chase you when he's on 50 HP?
Wow.
There you go. Oh, now I'm back in house. Ah, see now I messed that up. See, I went only upwards. So.
Yeah, if I would be a proper soldier, you would have probably died by now.
So yeah.
Healing leaves little time for the hurting.
Prem crossbow.
Shame it's been nerfed, so I'm thinking about not using it anymore.
Oh,
I know, right? So yeah, you see what I mean now? I'm facing you, and I'm surfing it away.
okay. Switch back to scouts.
Yeah. So you see what I mean, though. So practice that, and I'm not saying try and face it all the time, but if you can just see a little bit of where they're coming from, then you can surf it away. That's the main thing. Yeah, and that's how you try and win middle, I suppose, or play middle as medic, because the chances of you staying alive are a lot less on this middle than other maps, unfortunately. So.
Okay, so and from when you're pushing from valley, should you go through house or go left? Like, how
depends
is
what's
this?
up. Depends what's up. Oh, sorry, when you're pushing
How's
middle
this?
or pushing choke?
No, valley.
Oh, when you're pushing
From
valley. Yeah, it depends which way you want to go. If you're going to push right, then you should tell the majority of your team that they need to be right hand side. I'm not saying everyone should be standing here. What I'm saying is that none of your teammates should be over here, because you can't heal them from here. It's pointless them being here, but what they should be is here.
Yeah.
Is a scout. Fuck's sake, sorry. A scout should be on here, for example. Another scout maybe on here or on the floor. Or maybe on jump pad over here. So they can do this. Then you have also the Demoman here. Initially he goes through house, gets the health back. Sticky's here, walks out, then you can heal him again from valley. And then your soldiers with you on the floor, going up here, or getting ready to rocket jump aggro along with your other soldier as well. My point is that you shouldn't have everyone going valley, because it means that you all have a height disadvantage. Now the reason I'm saying the scout should be on here is you have a height advantage. Anything jumps in, your Demoman also has height advantage jumping in. Also, if you have a height advantage here if something jumps in as well. So
Okay. Let's move on to second.
Sorry?
Let's move on to second.
Okay. So you're on second, check for stickies and so on and so forth. Depending on what's up, chances of survival and all of that. Depending on what you killed on middle as well, chances of survival, because what it means is if you killed both scouts on middle, chances are of them running a sniper, because you have uber advantage, is higher, much higher. So choke is probably the worst place to go, because yeah, sniper vision, it's quite high. So if you feel that you've wiped 5 of them and they have a good sniper, you know how you know the team sometimes. You know like who you're playing, and you can figure out if they're going to run a sniper. Well, fine. If they are going to run a sniper, I wouldn't be pushing choke. I'd be pushing either through house to valley, through house to second resup, or from valley to second resup. As this area is much shorter for the sniper to see, and it also means that the soldier can jump in and rush him and just put him off basically. And then if he's on balcony, soldier can just walk up here and rocket jump up there and take him down. And then you're much closer to them, and if they're close, you just use the Uber while your scouts cap.
And just pushing through lobby.
Yeah, and kill them. Again, you need to get that. You need to get the mentality of if they're there and I have Uber advantage. When I say if they're there, means if the combo is there, if the medic, soldier, demo are there, then use it. Why wouldn't you use it? Like, you should use it, because you're going to kill the medic. You'll have Uber advantage again. There's no reason not to use it. So yeah, if for example they just spawn and they're coming Stonebridge, and then you're there at Stonebridge from second resup, and you have the Uber advantage, then if that was me, I'd just Uber anything in front of me and tell them to kill. Because yeah, if you kill them, it means you get last as well.
True.
So
the second is not that complicated. It just again.
Second, if you no, it depends really, because what you get normally in lower divisions, unfortunately, is the scouts chase kills and don't focus the point. They forget the fact that the only way to win games is by capping the point, and to do that you need scouts. So
no, this is Call of Duty. The only way to win you have to kill
Yes,
many,
indeed.
many enemies.
So what you do is, so let's just say the position here would be your scout went from choke. So for example, you'd be pushing second reset with the Demoman, soldier, and maybe another soldier or a scout. And you have one scout here who's at choke, just dealing with the flank, because this is now the flank. It's called choke, but it's still the flank because you've gone the opposite way. So he's here waiting, and he's realised that that his team have Ubered or pushed the team out, and that's where he comes in and starts capping. That's a one way of doing it if you're pushing second reset. However, if you're pushing choke, let's just say they don't have a sniper and they don't have a demo, or let's just say that even if they do have a demo man, you can still push in. All you have to do is get a scout in and jump on this, and he won't die, and then you can check where the stickies are and so on. You walk in here. Now, the best way to attack and defend this is moving the right hand side, because what it means is that it disallows a soldier who gets in behind to come close and shoot rockets at you here. So what you should be doing is you move into choke, you move straight away over here with your Demoman here on the floor and your soldier on mid spiral spamming it out, and then if they've got a good position, the soldier should go on balcony, your Demoman should be holding trash. So your position should be here.
Okay.
And you're healing the soldier, healing Demoman, and at the same time you need to watch out for sniper drop down. Sometimes it happens. I don't know if it happens in Div 6, but it happens in Prem. It's annoying because you can get headshotted from here. So yeah, you're standing here, you're healing. Now at the same time, while this is happening, while the heavies have done their job, your scouts should be getting on the point and capping. ×4. Any soldier that jumps up or anything that jumps onto the point is going to get destroyed. Double meat shot and it's just destroyed. They can't jump in on again. So this is why scouts should be on the point. Now, often a scenario happens where they have a Demoman. Say the enemy Demoman spawned. He's on balcony. He's spamming the point. The scouts can't cap. That's the heavies That's the heavies fault, because the heavies should be pushing them back. If you think about it, if you're on the right hand side spiral, you should be about here. Your soldier should be here, pushing him back, shouldn't he? Really, and your Demoman's here holding trash. So your scouts don't cap first. They wait for the heavies to be in the position, and then they cap. And they can clearly see you from jump pad over there.
Yeah.
So they can see if you're in position or not. Yeah. And that's the best way to hold it. And what it also means is if you hold on the right hand side, if you think about it, if a soldier comes from behind, let's just say choke or haunter, how far has he got to go to come and get you? Very, very far.
Yeah.
And you've got plenty of time to react.
Wait.
Yeah, so you've got a lot of time to react, basically, is my point. You can see him coming in, and you could probably even miss the first rocket. That's how much time you have. So yeah.
Okay, so you capped the second. What options do we have from here?
It depends what if you have Uber advantage. Depends where you want to push. If you know the Demoman has a sticky lobby, get into lobby. Check it out. If you have Uber advantage, probably main is the quickest way of pushing.
Medic! Medic!
No, I mean if you're coming in from trash.
Doc,
you're in lobby.
on,
Yeah.
Yeah, and you move around. You check for a sniper. If they have a sniper, you say, "Is there a sniper?" They say, "No, fine, no sniper." You walk forward. You Uber out, and you go for frags. You go on the point, turn it on and off to fake it, bluff it. So yeah, as if you're capping, but then it gets rid of the Demoman stickies. But at the same time, you can still Uber everyone. Assuming your team do the damage and kill, then yeah, you just stay in and heal everyone until you cap the point. That's a quick push because you've got Uber advantage, so this is what I would do. If you don't have the Uber advantage, say it's the same, then just walk up slowly, check for stickies everywhere, get to top lobby, watch for sniper here. You can watch it from here, so always look for a sniper dot here.
Okay.
And then if you see one, just say, can someone spam the sniper, because if you spam him he'll have to go away, and yeah, you can go across. Optimal position for you then is here. And then, yeah, your soldier holds stop, your Demoman holds here, while you heal everyone. And then, yeah, there's many ways of you pushing. I suppose that's up to your team in terms of strats.
In terms of?
Sorry?
In terms of?
Well, I don't know, like what your strats are. Like, do you like pushing main, top left, 2 scouts, 2 soldiers, whatever. Whatever way you want to push.
Okay.
Just check for stickies. Well, I say you check for stickies. Your team should be checking for stickies.
Well, yeah, because if medic checks for stickies, that's something's not right.
You know about stickies in the frames, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah.
You push in, you get frags, you ask
Yeah,
your
it
scouts
depends.
to get a cap.
Well, the thing is, if you've got Uber, they've got Uber. Then you have to go in, you have to force it, you have to get out, and then you have to go a different route quickly. So, for example, you go main with a soldier and a Demoman. You Uber the soldier only, unless the Demoman really needs the Uber as well to stay alive. You Uber the soldier. He forces the Uber. He gets out with you. You go back up here, up top, and then you push another way. You push up top right, for example. You rush top right. That's it. You have to come in and you all push top right. You get the 2 frags here. Once you've got 2 frags, this guy, your teammate bottom right can get in, and then then the team start panicking. Like the enemy team start panicking because they're 2 players down. Someone then sacrifices onto the point, because what that means is if you get onto the point, especially if you kill the Demoman, it means everyone has to try and jump onto the point. If everyone jumps on the point, your soldiers and you win the point. It's that simple, really. So
it's simple when you speak. It's way more complicated when you try to execute that.
yeah, no, of course, I know it is. But you know, I'm giving you a heads up. Really.
Yeah.
So it's something you can relay to your team. Oh wow, I didn't know that. You can't put stickers in the frame anymore. Shows you how long I haven't played Demoman for. Ah.
Not inside the frame, but just below it.
Ah.
Nope.
Can you put one in here? No. Cool.
They patched. Byte.
So?
Get your 4 years of experience
I know,
back.
right? Shows you how long I've played Demoman. Jesus Christ. Anyways, no one can beat my sticky traps. That's my excuse. So.
That's one hell of a suit. It's still quite weird when
that
you...
looks obvious, right?
Yeah.
But it's not. Ah!
What?
It's not obvious. Watch. Come here. Now walk up.
Oh.
Not obvious.
Totally not obvious.
Yeah. Like I said, sticky traps, easy.
Yeah, when you played Demoman for so long, it's probably easy.
Yeah, I would say that, but then I realised when I look at other Demoman, they always just use their grenades, and I don't use my grenades enough, to be fair, but they don't know how to sticky trap very well. I don't see many glorified sticky traps these days. It's all about grenades and getting air shots to most Demoman, because apparently it looks good. However, I think
makes it look pro enough.
yeah, I think clever sticky traps, the simplest ones as well, are the best ones. Like the one I just showed you. You said, what? It's obvious. Yes, it is obvious. However, if you're coming from bottom left, it's not so obvious. It looks so simple.
Because well, even if you have your turned off your models, you still maybe hood, maybe crusher, something that just covers a little bit of that, and you don't have enough time to react.
Yeah.
You just walk into it.
Exactly. So
I'm using your hood, so yeah.
yeah, I need to give you my latest one. I've done the captions on it, but yeah, it's not really relevant for you. You don't want it, but
I like captions. Actually, it sort of helps me.
yeah, she knows what's buffed. Everyone thinks it's hacks, but it's not. It's part of TF2.
Yeah, but the thing is, I love how some of your mods wrote on you. The captions were used to for deaf people, not pro medics.
True, but the thing is, you need to think it through, and when you're in intense game and the pace is very quick for you, you don't have time to remember sometimes if someone's Uber or if someone's it's mainly for
buffed.
the Ubers, yeah, buffed basically, but it's mainly for the Ubers. Like, you know how you have a enemy medic who fakes it and goes, yeah, and it just reminds you to say, our women actually, they did actually say they have Uber, and they could actually have Uber, as opposed to when you were talking to someone, arguing with someone, or trying to do something, and then you get to see it on the screen. It's different from hearing it. So
Oh yeah.
I don't normally pay attention to it unless I really want to double check something, because yeah, I'm not that old yet. My memory, I don't have dementia.
Not yet.
Not yet, no.
Not yet. Okay, cool. No. What maps left? Snailwater. How many Metalworks? Yeah, I think we should go Metalworks because to be honest, I don't know a lot about Metalworks.
Metalworks sucks balls. Hopefully it'll be out next season.
Yeah, everyone hates. I went to chat with my friend's team. They said Metalworks worst team. Ask anyone. Just Metalworks is the worst map to play on anything. It's just too difficult.
It's too big. It's a Highlander map for me. It's not really a 6s map because it's just way too big. The rollout's too long for Demoman and so on. It's just AIDS.
AIDS. Cancer.
Yeah. Ganker. It's ganker basically. It's
Canker.
yeah.
Metalworks is quite a new map.
Yeah. It's new this
So
season,
that's that.
so in
Yeah.
EU anyway. In US, it's quite standard. Been played quite well. I don't know if it's even worth telling you what to do on it because I don't know if the map will be in next season.
Oh, okay then. Oh.
Have you still yet to play it this season, or?
No. For the next season.
Oh,
For
okay.
the next season. Then.
I'd wait then.
I don't know
to be
point.
honest.
Yeah,
So,
then no point of even checking that map. Then. So how many maps there are? I'm not sure. I'm always getting confused with map lists. So
I can't actually. I never counted how many maps we have. I can name you all of them though. So we've got Granary, we got Viaduct, we got Gullywash, we got Badlands, we got Snake, we got Process, and we got Metalworks. So 7.
I suppose we can go Snailwater, then maybe Gullywash.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think, why the hell did I take such a brainy class to think about everything?
Well, if you're clever, then that probably is why.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do that and it's too much effort, then you should go on the aim. But then if you go on the aim, that's too much effort as well. Like it's probably
Yeah.
more fun, but yeah.
I realize that I can't spend so much time like training my aim, and I think I can get more time in like to be a thinker for the team, not the doer.
Yeah.
So that's why I probably chose Spy and Medic. Good job.
I know, right? Okay, so what's your question?
Probably the usual positioning, teams positions, a few scenarios. This scenarios actually help me to get everything in my head, like to visualize how it works, and it's easier for me.
Well, you either got aggro or passive on this. So if you play passive, you stand about here. You heal your scout, your Demoman, who's about here. Your soldier, you probably heal him initially. Your scout, the other soldier, maybe. You heal them all, and they're all waiting for that aggro soldier to jump you. Your team deal with him. Your team deals with him, and then yeah. But at the same time, you're standing around here. Now the only thing is, I wouldn't stand here because it means you can't surf anything. If soldier does jump you, so let's say he gets in, then you need to be able to surf as well. If you can see, if you're reading the game very well, then you could probably stand here and then just go back in and get the health pack. But
I'm not.
yeah, so if you're going to do passive aggressive where your team just holds and waits for the pick and then go aggro, then yeah, around here, then you should be able to surf. If you surf it, normally you'll normally end up over here, which makes it very difficult for them to chase you. If you're going to be aggressive, then you got no chance, like in terms of getting out. So you just have to try and watch all the positions coming in that can come and dick you. So it's the chances of dying here aren't as high as Badlands, but it's not as low as other maps. Let's put it that way. So yeah. So when you normally you'll be here with the Demoman, just walking over the point, looking at kitchen, watching the flank, and then pushing over and committing with your Demoman or your soldier while your scouts cap. That's what it should be.
I'll excuse and I'll tell one of my family members to stop using the internet. I'm having an important conversation here because 500 cool. Ping doesn't really help.
Are you okay? I'm mumble. Are you lagging? Or?
Okay. Right, sorry about that.
That's cool. So yeah, once you've committed on middle, like the chances of you staying alive are quite low. You can surf it though, but not very easily. So just hope for the best. Just look at all the positions in front of you to see what can go for you. Again, remember you need to think through that if you just killed most of their team, if there's a soldier up or a scout, the chances of something coming in from behind is quite high. So you're here, for example, you've killed 4 of their players. You can't see through here, unfortunately, anymore with this. So what could happen is a scout, they've got nothing to lose, a scout comes in, and then 2 shots and kills you. Because you A, didn't have it, or B, just didn't Uber, whichever.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's either passive aggressive, so you do clean up first, and then you go aggro over the point, or if you go full aggro, then you just need to heal everyone, commit over the point, and push forward, and hope for the best that no one gets in. There's nothing you can do really, like with that. So.
Yeah, I think like aggro is for when you have like players with really good DM sense, and that can pick.
On the day, if you have players with good DM, then yeah, it's definitely the way to go. If they've got good momentum as well, so.
Yeah, I think my playstyle would be like that, passive aggressive. Wait for someone to jump on and then in there.
Yeah, it's up to you really, but yeah.
Okay, so we have a few types of pushes from here, from middle.
What, onto second?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, it depends what's up, what's down, what you killed. If you killed 2 scouts, then the probability of going this way is bad because sniper, or sniper over there. So let's just say you do go here, they have a sniper, but you managed to get across. Let's just say, okay, in fact, let's put it another way. Say a sniper is watching, you can see the dot, and you want to push this way.
Okay.
The best way to do it is by going from here. A medic can jump up here. Go through here. Need to be careful because the sniper can get you from here. So you need to stay a bit to the right. Make sure you've got one of your flanking scouts to check underneath for stickies.
Okay.
So if there's any stickies, if there's no stickies, what you do is you can get into the grass for free. On the grass for free. Because what it means is you just do this quickly. There's no stickies. Snipers at cheese. I call that cheese, by the way, that thing on the left.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get out this quickly, and now you're on second for free. Now what this means is also the sniper can't get you from here because there's a fence. The best way to push and get into their faces is underneath because the sniper's angle to get this is very, very hard. And it's the least possible place you'd lose the Uber. You walk up here, and you push them out. And that's the best way to do it if they have a sniper. If they have a sniper.
Out of context question. How the hell do you come up with names like cheese?
That's not my name, to be fair. It's something in America they use, and we just use it since. I don't know why they call it cheese, but they call it cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Maybe it's because the barrel is yellow.
Who knows? Maybe they saw it as cheese and wanted to eat it. I would have called it Z, because it looks like a Z. So, like if you look top down, it's Z.
Oh yeah.
So, but anyway, call it whatever you want to call it with your team.
Okay.
That's if they have a sniper. If they don't have a sniper, let's just say you killed a Demoman and 2 soldiers, and they've got 2 scouts and a medic up. That just means you need soldiers and Demoman with you, raw DM to out DM them, because 2 scouts, they're very low on health in terms of a soldier with 300 and Demoman with 260 and the amount of damage he does. So they'd probably be dropping out completely. They'll be building Uber frantically, dropping here and just holding here just to see what comes in. And then if you're pushing from storeroom, you just you Demoman stickies it out, just stickies here, pushes them away so they drop to last while your team caps.
Okay, so what are the let's say defensive positions to hold this? Where you should put your team members, like
Well, when defending,
in terms of positioning, yeah. Well, let's say you're holding and you're about to push, and you know that they are going to push, and you need to hold one wave of their push.
yeah. So Demoman would have put stickies up here. One of the soldiers would be at cheese. One of your scouts will probably be on the hut, but the thing is, if they won't be running a sniper actually if they're going to push normally. Most teams won't be running a sniper, so yeah, definitely have a soldier on here and a scout on here, and then you stand here. Because what it means is that anything that comes in, you can deny the spam getting you, and also you can confuse the soldier that jumps aggro for you. So if he jumps for you, you can just do this. Very hard for him to get you, believe it or not. If you're a soldier, like you have to commit himself a little bit more and check to see where you are, and so on and so forth. And that's how I would hold it. Just think about it, yeah, because if you're standing on the grass, the amount of rocket jump he'd have to do a sophisticated rocket jump, really, to do anything.
And he has to like go through your teammates'
Yeah, of
spam
course.
too.
Yeah.
So it's near impossible.
Yeah, only the best soldiers I've seen that can manage to do it, but yeah.
Saying near impossible. Talking about Division 6, please.
Yeah, I know. So, like something like this, but failed. I failed up. But yeah, you can see if you did the rocket jump correctly.
And the chances are that you're going to be shut down, stopped, or anything else are high.
Basically, yeah. So, like, yeah, that's why you stand there. So yeah. That's why you stand on the grass, because it's a very far distance for them to reach you. So, yeah, that's how you defend it. The main thing is that someone's watching bottom, because bottom is the only place that you can't see, and somebody can come from behind on you.
Okay. What I think I usually just put a scout watching there.
Yeah, that's fine. Just do that.
Okay, so what pushes can you do for me? No, some situational ones, like when you push from bottom and when you push up from up.
Okay. Just a minute. Ah, that's weird.
Oh, whoops.
That's cool, that's cool. So that works. Why doesn't SV cheats work? I'm trying to put SV cheats on.
No clips. Archons, SV cheats.
No, it's not going to work like that. Huey, do you know? Is it because of TF True? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it's because of TF True. Oh, it's just lame. Okay, anyway, sorry. What was your question? How to push, yeah?
Yeah, from when you usually push from bottom and when from top.
Well, it depends what's up. If the Demoman's down, you need to get your soldiers into lobby and clear the area so that the sniper doesn't get you from here. Once it's clear, no Demoman means both soldiers go aggro on the left hand side and get high advantage and spam the sniper, and the scout rushes the sniper. Your Demoman is with you on the left, you push out, and you haven't Ubered by the way. because there's no Demoman. So you can get here and still not Uber. You can get here and then you Uber probably into them, and that's how you probably will win last, because you've managed to get in onto last without using Uber until the very last bit. So it depends how you want to push. So if they have a Demoman, then you can still push it up top. Just make sure you you get rid of the sniper. I say you as in your team. Just a minute. Just got a message. Just a minute.
Okay.
It's just to get cheats on that, so I think it's to do with TF2, that's why. Okay. Cool. Oh. It's not on yet. Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Cool. Yeah, so yeah, if you just want to secure the lobby, I don't like standing in lobby personally because it means you have to stand here, which means you don't have eyes on bottom, and somebody can come in from your left or your right. That your team, because what normally happens is your team could just all be watching the right hand side, and no one's watching your left or behind. So yeah, it's really annoying. But I suppose your team just needs to think it through. If you want to push, if you've got Uber advantage, the best way to push, in my opinion, is bottom. Through here, the least expected place at the moment for now. It will change though, because more and more people are using this strat, which way they would push bottom all the time. So they need to check for stickies, but you won't need to normally Uber early until you get around here, and then you can get into their faces. Normally I would take as well, depending on what they have, a scout and a Demoman first.
Yeah, I've seen you usually take
Yeah, because
scout,
it's quick, and it's against the heavy. There's no point taking a soldier; it's pointless. So yeah, again, if they have a sniper, best way to push is probably bottom as well, because it's the hardest place for a sniper to get a headshot.
How do you hold last?
So you're here. Depending on what they have, if they have two scouts, two soldiers, a Demoman, and a medic, then you have a heavy. You should always run a heavy. One of your scouts should go heavy.
Okay.
Or your yeah, one of your scouts should go heavy. Then you have a soldier over there. You have stickies wherever your Demoman normally puts them, either there or here, whichever, or bottom. You have a soldier on the roof, making it very difficult for them to get in by spamming it.
Where should I stand in this position?
You keep moving. Believe it or not, you heal here. You heal the heavy. You heal the guy on the roof, especially. You heal the Demoman. You keep moving.
Okay, so you just get everyone over heals.
Yeah. You can normally sense when the team are gonna push. Sorry, when the team are gonna push. And once you sense it, then stay by your heavy. That's the main thing. Either that or stay in between your Demoman and your heavy. So, for example, if my Demoman War, he likes to stay on the roof, which I don't really like, but it does a lot of damage. So when he starts dropping back, I'm standing here normally. Because what it means is I can Uber the heavy, and at the same time, the soldier or the demo, and save them.
That helped.
Yeah, so either that or you can what most medics do is just stand here and then Uber the heavy, but then your Demoman might go down because you're too far away from them. So yeah. Yeah, run the heavy, because what it means is any soldier that jumps in on is going to get destroyed. You don't even need to Uber the heavy, that's how imber it is, because when the soldier jumps in, all the heavy has to do is shoot him, and he's pushed away a million miles, so...
Yeah, and he's fat, he can't move much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just remember on this map, they've changed the spawn. So for second, you know, when you cap second, the spawn is much further away now.
Oh yeah,
I
knew that.
So your chances of recapping is quite high now. So you should really be pushing out with your pocket soldier or your Demoman or scout or whatever. pushing out and getting numbers on it, because yeah, this is an extra 3-4 seconds to cap the point now. That's how long it is. So.
Okay. Have anything more to say about basics, because I'm out of questions as usual.
Trying to think if there's anything else. Just, I think mainly as a medic on this map, your priority should be sticky traps. There's a lot of sticky traps you can do on this. I mean, I can show you, or you can just figure them out yourself. Eventually, you'll figure them out. But
Yeah, I'd rather figure them out.
yeah,
I think.
But there's a lot, so be careful.
Okay. A gully wash maybe?
Yeah. Oh, just a minute. This will be the last map for me as well. But,
Okay.
Charge!
okay.
Alright,
ask
so
away.
maybe so I've seen like you push you don't usually push here through here at the start.
No, never.
Never.
Yeah,
Just
never
go-
roll out. Always big door. You always push from lower.
Okay. Lower big door.
Yeah. And depending on where your Demoman's gone, it's all about the Demoman on this. So if your Demoman just stays in valley, then you stay big door. Sorry. And then if your Demoman has gone choke, then you need to go from big door up to elbow. I call this elbow because it looks like an elbow of a human being, if you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like the whole thing.
Yes.
That's,
Yeah.
that's actually something they got right, the Americans. So yeah, elbow, and you walk up, and then you get to the Demoman straight away. You get to the Demoman straight away, and you heal him. By this stage, though, you would have given your soldiers roughly about 300 each, so they can go and support your Demoman just in case he gets rushed by the 2 soldiers that jump him, or a scout and a soldier that jumps him. Again, if your Demoman's going right hand side though, because he's there early, you need to follow him, but obviously watch out for the spam initially coming in. And then you're on this side, and then yeah, that's the next stage of the transition. But in terms of the rollout, it depends on what your Demoman's doing. So if your Demoman's left, you go up left. If your Demoman's right, you go up right. If your Demoman's on the floor, you stay on the floor.
Basically, you babysit them.
You have to, yeah, on this map.
Okay, so as scenario, I know like 2 scenarios: when you push through main door, and when you go through choke.
Well, if it's
On second.
if it's a stalemate situation, let's just say you got middle, but they spawn now. They have a sniper. You should just send 2 scouts and a soldier big door. Rush them in, give them buffs, rush them in, go to lower lobby. So something very quickly that the sniper can't deal with. So you just rush in and get in behind. Now what that means is the sniper has to now drop back because he knows he's going to die. So he drops out and he probably will die. What that means is also it means that your soldier that you're with here, that your pocket soldier can move in without any fear of stickies or or a soldier here, because yeah, you've got 3 people behind, you know.
Yeah.
So that's one way of pushing it. If you've got a full clear player advantage, even if you don't have the Uber, let's say you use the Uber and they don't have it, then and you've got a full player advantage, like we're talking 2 or 3 players, then what you should do is you should buff the Demoman or soldier so he can go aggro, and then go on balcony or spam spam the front door while you walk in and get on top of the point.
So I get on top of the point.
Yeah, of course, high advantage with a scout. But make sure you stand here.
Okay.
You know why, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah. Just not to die.
Well, for the sniper, yeah. Sniper can't see you from balcony if you stand there. So, yeah. Height advantage is key, but yeah, if you've got clear player advantage, choke is definitely the way to go. Big door is okay as well, but only if you've got Demoman with you, because like, yeah, if you want to go big door you can, but you have to have a Demoman, because what it means is Demoman can put stickies on the front door and just keep them there, which will put the enemy team off of pushing out, because or defending it, because obviously stickies, you know, death.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily about deathing them, it's just leaving them there. If you just leave them there, it will just stop them from actually coming out at all. So yeah, but normally I just push quickly and fast through choke if you have player advantage.
Okay, then you can choose to push from top or go through or go down here.
Yeah.
This is the lobby.
Yeah, if you're gonna push lower, like if you're gonna push down the floor, then I wouldn't go through here, because the chances of you dying from stickies and something being here, like a soldier being, sorry, from a soldier being, I'll have to show you until you're back. I'll wait for you to come back. Oh, you're there. You spawned there. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so what could happen is your soldier would be here just holding. So if you walk in here, the chances of you having to use your Uber early is quite high. So this is why you probably wouldn't go this way. However, if you went up here, you would see him, because, yeah, there aren't that many places to flank and hide. There's only one, really. So, and if you want to push on the ground, then you should be pushing from lower lobby.
Okay.
And go round. And then, yeah, Uber your soldier and demo, or scout and demo, and focus targets. And again, this is assuming you got Uber advantage. If you haven't got Uber advantage, then going through main probably might not work so much. You should just probably go riverside and get 2 soldiers to force it and no one else dies. Or just go in with an Uber and hope for the best and see how you do. Separate. It depends how your team played, not really you. It's not really about you on last, like, because if you get a soldier who's clever enough to go behind the point, and then you get another player who goes in sneaky, then the enemy team start getting confused. You stay in, heal anyone else who's in. You probably will die, but your team will probably end up winning. So yeah, again, this is if it's a stalemate situation.
Okay.
If you've got Uber advantage, like full on Uber advantage, it's got to be through main. It's got to be a scout. Scout demo through main. That's here, by the way.
Okay.
And then yeah, if they got a pyro heavy, you focus heavy. Focus med demo. Yeah. So quick and sweet if you've got Uber advantage is main. If you stalemate situation, probably riverside, send 2 soldiers to force, or you can go in with the Uber and just go with the soldier solo, and then the Demoman comes in, so it's Uber versus Uber. Or you can send a scout in to go aggro to try and force, and then he dies, then he switches to sniper or heavy or spy, and then yeah, you can play off that instead. So there's all different plays really in that respect.
How do you hold, let's say, second, and then how you hold last?
Well, it depends. You have Uber advantage or
You don't. Let's say you don't. You have an Uber advantage.
so you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Or you're the same.
No, you have disadvantage.
Second. The best thing you can do or hope for is if your Demoman gets a pick, or your sniper or your soldier. Depends really where they're pushing from. So for example, if they're coming big door, they've got Uber and they're going to use it on you, but you're spamming them so well they have to use it really early, so say they use it around here. Okay.
Okay.
What that means is that you can rotate round, go up top, or depending on if you killed something, if the Demoman's not alive and they've used their Uber, then you can just walk out through the front door and then just royally screw them over. If they have a Demoman, then he's probably going to sticky this area, which means you can't get out. So what you should do is just send a scout or a soldier to go in behind quickly. See if you can get the Demoman and rush him. And yeah, or go up top. If say let's typical scenario is they've used Uber, you're on 70%. Your team takes some damage. You're on 90%. If by the time you walk up the top on balcony, you can use your Uber and save the point. So it buys you some time.
Okay.
It's all about that Demoman really, of securing that. Yeah, sorry, it's all about that Demoman. If he stickies the front door, if he does, then it's going to be quite difficult to get out. It will require some coordination with your team, your Demoman and your soldier, or just going round up top, whichever, or from lower lobby and rushing the Demoman. There's a few scenarios that you can do against her.
Okay. So, and how do you hold last?
Sorry, I'm just answering a question on stream. And someone asked, what do you do on Riverside if they have crits and you don't have Uber?
Well, you're equal. Let's say you're gonna Uber.
Yeah, no, let's say,
Uber versus
if
Uber.
you have Uber versus Uber, you should really have a heavy. It makes it very difficult for them. It's near impossible for an attacking enemy team to come and cap this first time because you've got Uber, and it's a very defensive orientated map. Yeah, so you just have to make sure that your team are separated. Like, you don't want your heavy, your Demoman, your soldier all near you, because if they take one grenade, they could all take the same damage, which is what you don't need. So you'd have the heavy, for example, on the edge. You'd have your Demoman who's sticking here, you'll be with him. And then you'd have your soldier, pocket soldier, probably just going here and then coming back. Your roaming soldier would probably be either lobby trying to flank or watching Riverside. And then you'd have a scout, I'm not sure where, probably a sniper, or just trying to clean up, getting ready to clean up. So to defend this, it's a very awkward question because it's all about just Ubering the right target initially and then watching the point. Not you, but your team needs to watch the point. Because what normally happens is they Uber, you Uber, your Uber is better than theirs, but then they get someone on the point, then your whole team jump on the point to save it, and then you end up losing it because you lose position.
Yeah, and
so what you should be doing is...
Okay, move on. Sorry.
So I was going to say what you should be doing is your heavy should be dropping down, and because he's been either healed to 450, he should be able to stop the point, and then you can still Uber him in time if you need to. At the same time, yep, the Demoman, you're with the Demoman or his pocket soldier, he juggles something, he can kill something. And if you end up better, i.e. by killing one or two more players than them, then you should really start thinking about pushing out. So let's just say you lose your Demoman but they lose 3. That's quite a good trade. 3 players for one Demoman. Let's just say they get juggled, Demoman juggles them, your Demoman juggles them, but then he gets destroyed by the players focusing, but then they're all weak. And then your scout and soldier push out to deal with them and they die, and yeah, they should push forward. In terms of defending, I suppose the question you should have asked me instead of how to defend it is how to deal with the kamikaze soldier, or how to deal with... because that's how it works normally on this map. So the best position for you to stand is here, because of the sniper. Now the only place that leaves you vulnerable is here, which means the soldiers need to be on guard. They always need to do their job here and go keep on jumping here, creating spam, making it difficult for anything to happen there. Also Riverside, if you stand here, he can't actually get you Riverside. So it's very difficult, especially when you've got a player there who's supposed to be spamming him. So
yeah.
And how to deal with the kamikaze soldier? Well, you've got a heavy, so he can go and shoot him down. Like, if he jumps in, the soldier won't be able to do much. However, if the soldier's good, if he's like secretive and does it quickly, he can just do this. So it's Like, really, there's nothing you can do. You're gonna have to Uber, or your Demoman and soldiers should be doing their job. If they're doing it, if the soldiers are doing their job, then any soldier that comes here should be dealt with instantly. And as a last resort, your Demoman should be putting stickies really. Sorry, putting stickies here or on here. But there's nothing you can do really. I mean, if they have, say, 2 scouts, no sniper. Yeah, if they have 2 scouts and no sniper, then you should just stand here. Because, yeah, very difficult for a soldier to get you from any angle now. Especially when you've got a heavy here. You can just do this. You can shoot him down. Or if it's from over there, it's going to be too far for a soldier to get in, really. Like, with a heavy in front of his face, he'll just die instantly. Again.
And also other teammates back.
Yeah, so you've got 2 places, either there or here. Now, the only problem is if you stand here, your sniper chance of dying from a sniper is quite high. So what you need to do is you need to remember, first of all, if they have 2 scouts, then fine, no problem. I say 2 scouts because normally the scouts switch to snipers, but not normally the soldiers. But yeah, basically, if the player who normally plays sniper isn't dead, then you can hold here. If the player who is dead and you think he may go sniper, or if your team say that they have 2 scouts, 2 soldiers, then you can hold here, basically. Otherwise, if you're unsure, stand here and get your team to deal with the kamikaze soldier if they send one. If they don't and they Uber, then there's no real question. There's no real answer to give you, because it's like, yeah, you're in a better situation already. You're on last. They've Ubered before you. You have a heavy. You have Uber. Like, yeah. All you have to do is defend. So.
And then hopefully push out.
Yeah, and hopefully push out. If you haven't got the numbers, then just build again on last, and then wait, be more patient, and wait till you get more picks, and do another push. So.
Yeah, and then just for 30 minutes defend your last.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works. You'll
eventually. What will happen is, you'll get people who are frustrated, and so the enemy team will get frustrated because they failed twice. So you'll get players who will kill themselves by overextending, and that's your cue to go out. So if they lose 2 players, say 6 versus 4, then you should be pushing out, really. And the question is, I suppose you should be asking me, is then how to push out to second if they have a Demoman. So the best way to push really is by is 2 ways. The most obvious place he's going to stick is main. The second least obvious is going to be lower lobby into big door. But sometimes Demoman do sticky there, but not normally, not lower level anyway, from what I've seen. And if that's the best place to really go is from top. The only problem is if you go top, it allows the enemy team to go from lower lobby to last. So you need to be careful when you do this.
And you need to leave someone at least behind.
Well, obviously, yeah, you're always supposed to leave someone on last anyway. But you need to leave someone in lobby. You need to tell a scout to go lobby or something, just to check it out so nothing gets behind while you push up top with your Demoman and say your soldier, and then you push them out from height advantage. And because what will happen is probably if your enemy team have half a brain, the Demoman and the medic should be here, and the Demoman would have stickied here and here. But obviously if you come from up top, what that means is that you can just do this. And you still have the Uber, remember? So, yeah. And if they want to contest it, if they want to be really Russian and go, oh yeah, we'll stop the point, but we don't have Uber, then all you need to do is get off the point, go in their faces, Uber, kill the demo, the medic, the soldier, whatever, and tell your scouts to start walking in from lobby onto the point and cap. It's that simple, really.
Russian.
Yeah, Russian. We call it Russian because they do it all the time.
So racist.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's a lot of information, so
yeah, well,
your brain's probably frazzled.
Nah, I'm kind of used to it. It's last year of school, so I get probably same amounts of information, but about the things I did, so it's just gonna take some time. I'm gonna probably... I do have a recording, if you don't mind, of this.
That's fine. It's on VOD, so...
Yeah, I'm probably going to rewatch it, like maybe even get my teammates to like watch and analyze, because it is a lesson for them too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. So it's fine. I think a demo
Yeah.
review would be better, more beneficial for the team. Um, so
But you're not playing them anymore.
no, a demo review. I said
Ah,
a
review.
demo. Yeah, a demo review.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't play demo anymore, but I can still play it to a suffice level. So maybe not as good as the top 5, but still to a good level.
Wow. So yeah, thank you very much for your like time to spend
cool.
with me like these few hours.
And always, yeah, so I'm gonna go for a bit. But yeah, if anything pops up, a question, just let me know. If you get a demo that's actually worthy of analysing, let me know as well.
Okay. And yeah, also I have an alternate account on Twitch, which is D.6s. You've probably seen me a few times there.
I think so, yeah.
A lot. Yeah. So that is my alternate account because I used to have this as my main name, but I became Ryuu for some sort of
Ryuu.
weird thing. Anyway, yeah.
Nice.
Thank you
No worries,
very
dude.
much for your.
I'll speak to you on Steam. See you later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.